we're going to be walking the lots and checking out all the cool cars that showed up today. And so what we have going on today is up here we have the two main lots, and basically each weekend Portland Cars and Coffee has a different theme. And so like previous themes were like Hot Rod Weekend and such, and then today it's going to be Audis. So like the two main lots are going to be all Audi cars. And then if we swing over here, this is like the normal lot. So like all the cars that show up every weekend are over there. So we can end up walking through there and checking it out. So let's start walking through and see what we can find. So we're going to start in the back lots here. And we're going to start on the other side of this lot. So let's go check out this Supra real quick that's leaving. Or pulling out and reparking. Alright. I don't know, maybe he didn't like being in the back, so he's leaving. Who knows? Alright, we're gonna swing through here, and there's some cool cars on the other side of the slot here. And so here's a really cool car that a lot of people might not know about, but it's a Z4 Coupe, and this is the M version. So it has the S54 in it, which is really cool. This is a great car. This is a car I'd actually love to own personally, but let's take a walk around. So, and then I wanted to look at this. So let's take a look at this in a second. So we got a Ford with a bucket seat, or the rumble seat. If you walk in the back, this is where your friends used to ride. But hey, look, they're pretty nice to their friends who ride in the back here. They put some seatbelts in, and you got some speakers, so they can at least listen to some music when they're riding back there. So, pretty cool. All right, this guy's about to pull out, and then we're gonna walk up to the main show here. All right, I might just walk around him in a second, but hey, everyone that just popped on, we were just looking at this car. This is a early Ford with the, I believe this is called the rumble seat. And the funny thing about this one in particular is that they actually like put some speakers in the back and some seatbelts. So if you actually want to ride in the rumble seat, you can at least listen to some music and not fly out. So, all right. We're gonna start walking up to the front now. So, all right. Everyone who just joined us, we are Cars and Coffee Portland, and this is a car event that happens every weekend, 365 days a year in Portland, and they have different themes every weekend. So they'll have like Hot Rod Weekend, European Weekend. Last weekend, because of 4th, was red, white, and blue cars. And today it's Audi Day. And so the main lots are full of Audis. And so basically we're going to start by walking up this row and checking out what cars they have. And we're just going to zigzag up and down the rows and look at the cars. So that's the game plan here. And so let's see if anything unique showed up, anything we haven't really seen before. I'm not a huge Audi person, so not going to know everything about Audis, but we'll see what they got. So R7. All right, let's keep going through here.
Neighborhood called Knox Henderson. Oh yeah. You ever heard of that? Oh yeah. And there's the school.
We got another RS. What is this? An RS5. We got a Quattro. So if we, all right, so here's like the Audis everyone should know, right? We got two R8s parked here. The new generation and the old generation look very similar. If you look at this one compared to that one, the other one's just wider on the front end, it looks like. So let's take a walk around this. This is like the supercar of my generation that everyone likes with this has the cool carbon fiber side skirt. And let's take a step back. All right, so if you look straight across, there's actually an Audi that everyone's gathered around, and we're gonna go check that out because it's probably one of the more unique cars that showed up in the Audi lot, which it looks to be like an early rally car. So we'll take a look. We'll take a walk over there. I want to see this. I want to see this guy pull out. That thing is wide, like really flat and wide. All right, cool. So let's keep walking. We're gonna finish walking down this lot, and then we're gonna circle back to that car right there. So I don't want to miss anything. So let's keep going down this way. All right, you got your QS or your Q8. Once again, okay. And then here, in my opinion, is like the better Audis, which is the wagons. I always thought the wagons were super cool. And this guy has put some nice BBS wheels on it, but the wagons are just so cool. And I think this is like what, early 2000s, or is this late 90s? I don't know. I don't know the year of that one, but we're gonna keep going. Quattro. Anybody know what TFSI stands for? Once again, not a huge Audi guy. I don't know what that means. Hey. This is actually the Cars and Coffee. It's technically called Cars and Coffee Portland, but it's actually like near Tualatin, Oregon. So we're not at Portland, Maine. This is Portland, Oregon. Yeah, shout out. This is Oregon, by the way. Yep. That's interesting. I don't know if Portland, Maine has much of a car scene. I mean, that's on the other side of the country, so I don't know. That'd be actually really cool to go check out one day if they do have a Cars and Coffee. All right, let's go check out the engine on this R8. Let's swing around and see what's going on. Let's check it. So, got the V10. All right, let's keep going. And we're gonna circle up to the actual more rare Audi that I saw up here.
Oh, McLaren, purple McLaren. They should have put the.
Another cool wagon, super bright yellow. All right, and we're about up there, so. So there it is. Let's take a look around this for a minute.
Those wheels but black.
All right, shout out if you know anything about this car.
That black one.
Everyone, we're at Portland Cars and Coffee, and we're walking around. I believe this is like an early Audi rally car. It's really clean. I'm gonna walk around the back so I can get a better shot of the back. All right, here we go. Here's a better shot of the rear of the car. This is something I've definitely not seen on the daily. I'm not really sure what this is. But anyways, all right, we're gonna keep walking. We're almost done with the first lot, and then we're gonna hop over and check out all the other cars. Looks like an Avant in matte black. This is a car, if I were to have an Audi, this is probably one of the two Audis I would actually want, which, I mean, the Avants are always so cool. And looks like they did a matte black wrap on it, which I think looks really cool. So let's keep going. Everyone who's just joining, we are at Portland Cars and Coffee, and today's featured day is Audi Day. And so we're walking the first two main lots, which is all Audis, and then we'll go check out some more cars on the other end of the lots. But yeah, a lot of these are more modern and kind of looking the same, in my opinion. So I'm gonna probably buzz through the rest of this section pretty quick unless something pops out. So we have a Quattro. I always thought these cars looked cool, but just the reliability is not there. So let's keep going. We're almost through all the Audis here. Let's check out this one up here. And then we'll like pop up to the front and look to the featured lot too. I think the newer Quattro looks better than the old one. I went to like a, oh my gosh, totally spacing, like a track day, and saw one of these ripping through the track, and it was absolutely insanely fast. Like the short wheelbase plus like the enhanced power these more modern newer cars have, it was insane. I believe those are all wheel drive too. So okay, here you go. Dude, this thing is wild. This thing is absolutely wild. We gotta walk around this and see what this person's done. This is the stuff that actually is fun for me. So to see. So this car is a Gambler 500, as you can see on the windshield. And so what the Gambler 500 is, if you're not familiar with that, it is a event. It's basically a race where you buy a car. The idea is you're supposed to buy like a really cheap car for like $500, and then you go on like an off-road adventure race to help clean up trash and stuff. It's a really cool event. I've never done it personally, but I've always wanted to. But realistically, there's no way you're getting a car that runs and drives for $500 anymore. Like, that's just not happening. So it's probably like the Gambler 5000 now. Okay, so we're gonna go walk up to the front here and look at like the last there's like two main Audis that are featured. And so we'll go get a peek at this. This thing looks pretty sick. So it's getting a lot of attention, wide bodied. Looks like it's on air. So let's take a look around this car and see. These wheels are absolutely crazy too. So let's take a close up. That's super cool. Let's take a swing around the back and see what's going on with the back of this car. These wheels are crazy. Look how, I don't know if you can tell, but that's like a ton of lip. Super cool. So this is an actual Liberty Walk kit, which is so cool to see. All right, let's walk down this side. So we're just walking around this Liberty Walk kit, Audi. Super, super cool car. All right, so now we're going to swing around and go check out these. All right. I love the color of this car. Super cool color. Another wagon. All right. Okay, so basically we just walked through the Audi lot, and so now we're gonna go walk through the standard cars that show up. So this is gonna be all the unique stuff, the stuff that's pretty crazy. And there is a car, I believe, over there. It looks like we have to check this out. It looks like a TRX, like a T-Rex, but I don't think it is. I think it's a kit car, but you'll see it in a second. So we just need to pop through here. And it's that bright green car you can see off in the distance. And this might be there's this company from Texas that makes these kits, I believe. So there's a company in Texas, and this might be homemade, but there's a company in Texas that makes these kits, and I think they're called like Goblins or something like that. But let's take a look around this thing. First thing is, like, look at that suspension. So this car is absolutely wild. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on with it. So you've got some crazy suspension in the front. And then let's go to the back. Let's check this out. It's gonna be a super tight fit in here. It's pretty wild. And then looks like a Corvette engine. Dude, that car is absolutely wild. And then I believe that the kit is on the side, so let's walk around and see what the kit of this is, or what this banner says. So that must be the company that made it, which is super cool. It's got the fuel cell in the front. So that thing's absolutely wild. But all right, we're gonna keep going. So let's see if we can find anything else that's super unique. All right. Got a Jaguar. Take a wide shot here so we can kind of get a good view of that car. About to start it up. All right, let's keep moving. Dude, you don't see these very often over here in Oregon, a giant Humvee. This thing is pretty sick. I would personally love to drive that. I wouldn't love the gas mileage, but the thing is wild. Can like barely fit in the parking spot. Like look how much space that takes up. Just pretty much the whole space. All right, we got this guy trying to park. So once he parks, we'll keep walking. See what other cool cars we got. We've got we got the back lot in front of us, still the walk, and then we have the cars off to the right, still the walk. So let's keep going. There is a car at the end of here that looks like it's getting a lot of attention. Is it a Ford? No, it's not. For a second, thought that was a Ford GT because of the paint off the nose, but it's definitely not. So that is just a Porsche. Kind of a cool livery, or a cool paint job livery on it. Oh my gosh, look at that engine. That is some interesting, crazy engineering. It's like so flat and compact. So, all right, so we're gonna walk over and we're gonna take a walk around this M3 here, which is pretty amazing. This is also one of my like dream cars if I could ever find one of these and pick one up. But man, they are expensive now. If you want like a nice M3, you're gonna be spending like what? Like comment below what you think. Probably like $100 grand for a nice version of these. I don't know. What do you think? 75 to 100 for an M3 at this point. So pretty sweet. And then we're gonna keep going. Okay, this is an interesting color. This has to be a wrap, but this is also this car I have the hardtop version of this. And he has actually swapped on some newer wheels from like a more modern, probably like an M2. These are not the stock wheels that would have came with it. But anyways, let's keep going, see what else we can spot. Nice Porsche 911. What on earth is this thing? Dude, what is this? Does anyone know what this is? Comment below. But let's walk around this thing and take a peek. This is a interesting little car. I have no idea what this is. It looks like a K car that someone has off-roaded with some nice like. Oh yeah, so it's definitely a K car because it's right-hand drive. So this is the imported car from probably Japan. It's a Suzuki. And basically what a K car is in Japan, they get taxed off the CCs, so of the engine. So they basically have these really small cars for like tax purposes. And so this car someone imported the Suzuki and then has modified it to be like an overlanding car, which is pretty wild. And then it's just kind of hilarious that if you like look, it's right side drive. But dude, with how narrow this car is, I'd be afraid that I would just tip this thing right over, because like it's a very narrow car to be lifted up. But also I love that it has a Warren winch. Like Warren winches are actually like super nice. So someone's put some time and money into this. So cool. They love that little car. So all right, let's keep going. All right, we have a modified M3 with let's see, some chin straps is what I'm gonna call that. Carbon fiber chin straps. I don't know if I like that. Sad BMW. It's like literally what it says, but it's pretty sweet. They have put a wide body kit on it, so probably using this one for the track, which is pretty fun. I would love to rip a track with an M3. All right, we're gonna keep walking down, see if we can find any more unique cars, see what other cool builds there might be. And that's about it for this line. So I'm gonna swap over to this side and we're gonna walk up the other side and see what we can spot. I'm gonna skip that. So someone's got a Suzuki. This is a car I actually always wanted when someone told me it's not, that car I was looking at earlier is not a K car. It's a Suzuki Jimmy. It's a 1300cc car. So anyways, apparently that's not a K car, even though it's really small on a right-hand drive, so it's definitely an import. But yeah, it's called Suzuki Jimmy. Anyways, thanks for the shout out on that one, Tom. So I want to take a look at this because I love Datsuns, and someone's taken some time to restore this. This is a crazy color. So, and it looks like they have might be the original engine, it might be a swapped in engine. I want to peek my head in there, but there's no room. So let's take a couple more shots of this because this is like the Lego of the early cars. People always modified these, and people still modify them today. So let's see what's under the hood here. So that is a super long inline six. Anyone know what this engine is? If that's the original engine or if that is a swapped in. It looks period correct, but I don't know enough about Nissans, but let's keep going. All right, we got like a really beautiful car over here. Got a SS 396 sitting close right next to another 396, but we got this one's a Camaro. Of these two cars, what would you take, chat? If you had to take this red one or the orange one. I would take the red one. I like the interior. Like this white interior just is absolutely gorgeous. They've done a really nice job restoring this. So, all right, so that is that lot. So we're going to pop over here, finish the front lots, and then we'll swing back to the very back lots and see if we can find any unique cars hiding in the back. And it looks like there's a bit of a crowd here. Let's see what they're all looking at. So we got our early Chev. This car's getting a lot of love. All right, let's keep going. All right, I just spotted something super unique. I actually saw this car pulling in behind me on the drive in. So let's swing over here and shout out to anyone who knows what this is from a distance. Like, this is super early automotive history, and I don't really know off the top of my head what this is, but if you do, check out this. This is super unique. You have your rear view mirrors strapped to your spare tire.
It says 29.
So
Yeah, but I'm not sure what it is.
take a step. Sorry.
Oh, interesting.
Let's take a step back here. Try to get a better angle on this. And then you got the crazy luggage rack here. And then if you want to walk up to get into the rumble seats, you got your little steps, which is funny. And then let's take a peek inside. Some early car stuff here. All right, let's keep moving. And then there's one more old car. Let's go check out this. Basically, when you see a crowd of people around a car, you just walk up and look at it. Ooh, we got a McLaren in purple about to pull out. I'm gonna walk by this first, and then we'll look at this old car. But dude, this color on this is crazy. Dude, this thing is sick. Let's take a look at the back. Let's walk backwards. That's wild. But this car is getting more attention and it's older. So let's take a look at what this is. Oh my, let's first off see what it is by, let's look at the badge. So, this is super cool. They got the engine popped on the right side, so we're gonna walk over here, check this out.
They are what they are. Yep.
Here's your early parking brake.
Did you just have to?
So this is a Bentley, like an old, early Bentley. Like, look at this engine.
The dust go working into the.
This is probably one of the most rare cars that has come to Cars and Coffee today. By far, this is the rarest car here. So early Bentley with it, and it even has the if you can see right here, to start the engine you have this lever that you like manually crank, and that's how you start the car. That's absolutely insane. So super cool. All right, we're gonna move on now. So we're gonna go check out the back lots and see if there's anything that is hiding back there that is unique. So it's gonna take a second to hike out to the very back. So we'll just kind of see if there's anything we missed on this side. So basically we're trying to make it back here to see what's going on. And so basically the crazy thing about Cars and Coffee is this event is so quick. Like, people show up right at like 8:30 and then people leave like pretty much at 9:30. So it's a 1 hour event. Tons of people, like hundreds of cars show up here, and then they're out as fast as they showed up. So all right, we're gonna hop through here real quick and see if we missed anything hiding in the back. Dude, this is cool. Old school Buick. I love the crispy paint on cars. Like, I just love when someone finds like an old beat up car and then like saves it, and it's a Grand Sport, Buick Grand Sport. Just a massive, look at that bumper on that thing. That thing is huge. So, all right, there is a DeLorean. Let's go check that out. That's something you don't see very often. Whoa. That's pretty wild. Dude, talk about a raked car. Like, that's absolutely insane.
Yeah, right.
Let's check this out from the front. So this is why we never skip the back lots, because you might find something super crazy. Look at the rake on that front. This car is absolutely just insane. So let's get a side angle of this car so you can really see, like, dude, imagine driving this. Like, you're just like staring at the pavement in front of your face the whole time. Like, look at the rake on this car, especially with how long this car is. That's insane. Like, absolutely wild. So right next to it though, we have a DeLorean, and let's take a look. I don't think I've ever got to take a close-up look at the inside of a DeLorean. Oh dude, and they got the hoverboard. Check that out. So man, this guy is playing into the theme perfectly here. Got the DeLorean with the hoverboard. So let's walk through, take a shot from the back here.
But that would be fitting. He showed up later than me.
So that's super cool. All right. So let's keep going. We got a couple more rows of cars. Just look at, see if we can find anything else super unique. I mean, we've already seen some really cool, unique cars today. So a Bentley, a DeLorean. All right, we got some Volkswagen dune buggies over here. Check out this thing. Dude, it's the nitty gritty. That's a wild car. Let's take a look inside and see what the theme is going on in here. All right, let's pop over to the front. I mean, this thing is just like absolutely a mean looking car. So pretty wild. All right, and then back here we got a slammed dune buggy. So this car is super crazy. And then a 90s tuner build, mint green, some crazy rust coming through the hood, but if you're into that, super cool. All right, everyone, that's it. I mean, we walked all the cars. Oh, here's one cool car, but these were cool. If you don't know what this is, that's a Sunbeam, and this is like an early British car body, but then it had an American V8 inside. So those are super cool. I don't see those very often, and they're pretty rad. So let's kind of want to get a shot of this real fast. This one's super clean. Like, even the rotors on this have been cleaned up. So yeah, super cool, early Sunbeam. But basically, that's it. Like, we walked all the lots, we saw all the cars. This is Portland Cars and Coffee. I do it every Saturday that I'm free. So subscribe to the channel if you want to keep walking through the lots with me and seeing all the cars. So everyone have a great Saturday. Subscribe and follow the channel.